How's it going, everybody? It's me, it's your friend, Hovercraft Commentator. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Diddy Kong Racing Redo! Last time on the redo of Diddy Kong Racing, we finished up everything that we could possibly do. And Snowflake Mountain! This time, we're starting off on the game selection screen once again, because Taj, I believe, is going to challenge us to the plane challenge. If not, we're going to move along like we know we do, and we're going to go straight into the third domain. I hope to God that this is my actual practice file, because it's been a week since I recorded. Maybe longer than a week, because I've been playing a lot of Splatoon. Let's get on with the video, Tage. Go! Hey! I was right. Oh, wrong, freaking. I was expecting to be I was expecting to go do. I was expecting that, and I was gonna be. What do you want? I don't even know what I was gonna say, but plane challenge basically is similar to the Hovercraft challenge. Not really, but kind of. And then, well, the path is the same, but the, well, vehicle is not. Obviously, we're on the freaking plane. However, in the DS remake of Diddy Kong Racing, when we're doing a plane challenge, guess what? We actually have the one area that I showcased in episode 1, I believe. We actually have to go through that area during the plane challenge, so they do change it up a little bit. I turned my headset up way too loud, so I can barely hear myself freaking talk right now. My God, Taj is literally on my freaking ass right now. I don't like that. That just sounds really weird. Taj, please get off me. You seem like a nice guy, okay? But can you at least take me out to dinner first? And I don't expect you to take me out to freaking McDonald's, okay? You know what? Take me somewhere fancy. Take me to Chipotle. Ha! Chipotle, freaking fancy. No, Chipotle's not fancy. Speaking of Chipotle, I do really love Chipotle. Is that really how we're going to start this episode off? We're going to start this episode off by talking about food. You know what? Food is good, even though I'm not actually hungry right now. I ate 2 hours ago, and my God, it was really good. I haven't eaten, or 2 hours ago, I haven't eaten since about 8:30 a.m. when I woke up this morning, and I went to go to the grocery store, got myself a couple donuts and chocolate milk, and that's all I had from 8:30 to about 7 p.m. So yeah, I was freaking starving. I'm not starving right now, mainly because I'm almost done with this race. Okay, that has nothing to do with it, but we did it.
Hello, friend.
Alright, well done. Take this as a reward. That was my last challenge. You have done well. However, as I've mentioned before in the DS remake of Diddy Kong Racing, I will not show this because I do not feel like playing up to that point in Diddy Kong Racing DS. However, Taj has a total of 5 challenges in the DS remake, one of which is you have to go around the island. There's a pathway, you know, that one pathway over there, and there's another pathway over here that we access with the hovercraft, and you have to blow out torches. Another of which is you are challenging, you and Taj are competing to see who can get 10 Taj tokens, and yeah, they're scattered randomly throughout the island. And whoever gets 10 first is announced the winner. With that being said, what do you say we make our way downtown, walk in fast, fit now? What do you say we head into the third domain, which is over here on this little island?
Sherbet Island.
Welcome everyone to Sherbet Island. Probably my top 2 favorite. Yeah, this is probably my second favorite domain out of all of them. Finally, we are using the hovercraft. Unfortunately, there are only 2 tracks in this entire domain that actually involve the hovercraft, but obviously the boss is going to be a hovercraft challenge. So what do you say we start things off with one of my favorites, Whale Bay?
Whale Bay.
Now, one thing about Whale Bay that I believe I could showcase really quick. Whale Bay is actually a little different in the DS remake when it comes to the beginning track, because we're actually going through a little cave of sorts in the DS remake, but in the original game, I believe the only cave of sorts, if you even want to call this a cave, is underneath this little thing right here. What would you even call that? A ledge? Not really a ledge, but now that I'm talking, my cat's apparently wants to be by my side right now. Every time I open my mouth to talk, my cat's all like, ooh, human. Weird cat. The cat's really weird. I'm not even talking about the game. I don't even know what to talk about in this game. Wait a second. Oh. I was like, wait, why is my button not working? Why can't I use my items? Because you're pressing the wrong button, Tage. Pressing the wrong button. But yeah, as mentioned, I haven't recorded in a long time, and I've been playing a lot of freaking Splatoon. Like, a lot of Splatoon. I had a collab. I did some few live streams. I'm recording this the day after my 200 subscriber special live stream. Now you guys know when I'm recording this, obviously, because I just freaking said it, Tage. God, you're annoying. Why do you gotta be so annoying in every freaking episode? Why did my voice crack so hardcore right there? That was freaking terrible. Ugh. Sometimes I hate my own freaking voice. How am I 26 years old and my freaking voice is cracking? When will my voice stop cracking?
Christmas Island.
Now, before I start talking about this track right here, because this track is a little different in the DS remake, I'm going to go for the key right here. The key is over here, out in the middle of nowhere, in this little cave, not cave, but in this little section right here. Pretty jerkish move, but we got the key.
Christmas Island.
Now, back to the actual race itself. Christmas Island Key is actually in a different location, and I believe there's actually another whole area over here. Over here in this little section right here. It's a little more open in the DS remake, as you guys are going to see on screen right now. And the key, I believe I mentioned this already, the keys actually have their own little designs. Aside from the last key and the final domain, the fourth domain is what I'm trying to say here. In the original game, as you guys are seeing, they are just golden keys. However, in the DS remake, they actually changed them up a little bit. If I can find photos of them, I will put them on the screen. The Dino Domain key looks like a freaking skeleton, or fossil, question mark, one of the two. The Snowflake Mountain key is actually really cool. It's a frozen key. And my favorite of the bunch, Sherbet Isles key, it's a friggin' anchor. I believe it's an anchor. It looks like an anchor, at least. The Crescent Island was one of the tracks as a kid. Okay, so racing it right now, but the silver coin challenge for this race is actually a little difficult because the coin is one of the coins are in a very jerkish spot. Also, shortcut right here. What would you even call that? I guess in a way it is a shortcut. I mean, it's short and it cuts through the track. I mean, that's the point of a shortcut, Paige. Just shut up. Just shut up, dude. You are so freaking annoying. You are so not funny, man. Maybe my Discord numbers are right. I am not funny. Maybe I'm not as funny as I think I am. No. I gotta think positive. I am funny. No matter what everybody thinks, I am the funniest man alive. Okay, maybe not that far, but I'm funny, damn it. Laugh at my jokes. Just laugh, somebody. I don't have a girlfriend to fake laugh at them. Welcome everyone to probably my favorite hovercraft course of the game. Unfortunately, there are only 3 hovercraft tracks throughout the entirety of Diddy Kong Racing, so this is the least used vehicle in all of Diddy Kong Racing, I believe. The most used is obviously the car. The plane, the plane's second. Yeah, this is the least used vehicle in Diddy Kong Racing. And what am I? Crud. I kind of had a train of thought, but I just lost it right now. Oh, and the DS remake, they actually introduced 4 brand new tracks. Believe it or not, there are 4 new tracks in the DS remake. However, they're not in adventure mode, and I believe you have to unlock them by purchasing them, by getting the coins scattered throughout the races and the island. And there's only 4 of them. They're interesting, to say the least. They're not the greatest, but they're alright, I guess. I played them a few times. You were able to play multiplayer with them a few times. And that's the thing, Diddy Kong Racing DS actually had Wi-Fi connection. So you could go online and race other players in the DS remake. It's freaking awesome. I remember a long time ago, I used to have a Nintendo 64 emulator where you could actually go in this chat room with other people, and you could literally play multiplayer games with them. We would always play, the most popular one was Mario Kart 64, so I could actually play 2-player Mario Kart 64 with somebody and not play alone. Diddy Kong Racing, unfortunately, was not one of them. For you.
Treasure news.
Now, I just want to say one thing about Treasure Caves right here. Treasure Caves, is a track I feel like that should have been in the first domain. Just look at the map. This is a very basic, very straightforward map. And much like Ancient Lake, it's kind of just bland. There's not really a whole lot to this track. The music is really good. But the track itself is not really that exhilarating. You just go around in one big circle pretty much. You are able to use the plane on this track, as you guys can see that little window up there with some balloons. However, yeah, this is probably one of my more so least favorite tracks in Diddy Kong Racing. It's just kind of boring. I mean, this pirate ship's pretty cool, but that's about it. And this is one of the easier tracks in the third domain. I feel like since we're here in the third world of this game, you know, they would have a little more trickier tracks, but no, this track is very straightforward, very bland, very basic, probably the most boring track. At least Ancient Lake has some variety to it, but Treasure Caves does not. Alright everybody, get ready for a boss I know gave a lot of people hell growing up.
Well done! Now I challenge you to a race!
So one of the reasons that this guy gave a lot of people hell growing up, you guys probably saw a little glimpse of it, but he actually uses items. He's able to drop the landmines, the little hazards, the second stage green balloon hazards that you guys see. Yes, he's able to do that. Not to mention he's actually pretty fast, if I have anything to say about it though. And all around, he's actually one of the more so annoying bosses. In the DS remake, this guy is an absolute nightmare. Freaking Bluey and Bubbler. Yes, I probably put it in the beginning of... I probably put a text little thing in the beginning, but this guy's name is Bubbler. Very creative name for an octopus, but... yes, Bubbler is an absolute nightmare in the freaking DS remake, because as I mentioned many times, the Hovercraft in the DS remake is one of the worst hovercrafts I've used in a freaking video game. And I think I've only used 2 hovercrafts, and they're both in Diddy Kong Racing. And not to mention, in the DS remake, he's faster. He is much faster in the DS remake than he is in here. And not to mention, he actually, I believe in the first race of the DS remake, instead of landmines, he uses bubbles. And bubbles are worse because once you get trapped inside of a bubble, you are stunned, or not, I guess in a way stunned, but you are stationary for probably 5 to 8 seconds, and that is a long time. But regardless, we beat him.
Well done! Try my new challenge! Collect all the silver coins from my wall! Find 8 from each level and win! Then return to me!
Alright everybody, thank you all for joining me back here in another episode of the redo of Diddy Kong Racing. Next time on Diddy Kong Racing, we'll be taking on the silver coin challenges of the Sherbet Island, and we'll be taking on Bubbler on for a second time, earning ourselves the 3rd piece of the Whiz Pig Amulet. Hope to see all of you there. Hope each and every single one of you watch this video has a fantastic day. I'll catch all of you later, and stay fresh everybody.